Your twin flame will often make you feel as if your heart is breaking wide open. Sometimes this may feel in a very positive way, as if you are opening yourself up to true, unconditional love and connection for the first time, experiencing love in a brand new way. But other times, this may feel like a heartache, like your heart is shattering in a way you never imagined you could possibly experience pain. Both of these sensations actually come from the same source. They are both connected to the heart chakra. As we all know, there are 7 main energetic centers in the body we refer to as the chakras. Twin flames, however, are most connected to one another through the heart chakra, which is located in the center of the chest. For this reason, upon meeting a twin flame, many of us experience what we refer to as a heart chakra opening, a heart chakra awakening, or an activation of the heart center. A twin flame connection isn't the only way it is possible to experience a heart chakra opening. However, for twin flames, it is absolutely inevitable and often happens at a very accelerated rate. Because of this acceleration of the heart chakra opening, twin flames intensely experience many strange signs and symptoms. Some are very physical, others are emotional, some are even psychological. And in today's video, I am going to share with you what you experienced prior to your twin flame heart chakra awakening, what you may be experiencing during this awakening, and how you can better process these intense heart symptoms and signs, these energetic feelings that are often very intense and even overwhelming. But first, let me introduce myself to any of you who are new here. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Today, I am predominantly speaking to you beautiful souls listening who consider yourself to be twin flames. If you are not a twin flame, but you have experienced your own heart chakra awakening of some kind, stick around for this video. Just know that some of the twin flame specific symptoms may not apply to you, but you probably will still resonate with much of this video. What happens between twin flames that causes this acceleration of the heart chakra opening? As I often say, when twin flames meet, there is a massive energetic exchange that takes place between them. This is experienced on an individual level as an influx of energy in each of the 7 chakras, but this influx is experienced most intensely through the heart chakra. This is because twin flames are connected by an invisible cord stretching from one twin flame's heart to the other. In fact, this has been illustrated as an unbreakable silver cord. Although this silver cord connecting our heart to the heart of our twin flame is in fact unbreakable, it can be weakened. And in fact, for much of our childhood, prior to meeting our twin flame in the physical, this connection, though it still exists, may be very dormant. It may be very weakened. In fact, we may rarely feel it, although it is still possible to feel it even in childhood, but we will often feel it less frequently than when we meet our twin flame, because again, in this meeting, all of this energy is transferred predominantly through this heart cord, through this heart connection. And the ways in which this heart energy pushes and pulls on us both emotionally and very physically and literally can affect us in many strange ways. One thing that twin flames commonly report very instantaneously is that even within the first meeting with their twin flame in the physical, they experience a very strong heart pull toward them. A pull that feels so magnetic, they almost can't resist it. It is as if their body is in a very physical way being drawn across the room or across a busy street toward this person. And oftentimes this is felt as a very physical tug at the heart center. This is actually the way in which twin flames are not only drawn together across a room or across a crowded, busy street, but the way in which they are drawn across thousands of miles, across all of the barriers, both physical, mental, emotional, and within their lives that may be keeping them apart. You are constantly being pulled toward your twin flame through the heart center. Within their presence, because of this heart center activation, you may feel as if you are suddenly overwhelmed by either a very positive emotion, such as deep warmth and unconditional love like you've never experienced for this person who, by the way, at the time of meeting, by all external terms and definitions, is a complete stranger to you. And yet you will feel through this heart center, through this heart awakening, overwhelming unconditional love for this person. You may also feel in their physical presence very literal heart sensations. This can vary from person to person, but this could be a heart burning, your heart aching, your heart feeling as if it is literally breaking open, a warmth in your chest. This can come in many different forms, but is all an indication that your heart chakra is being stimulated. These are often the first early signs of a heart chakra awakening for twin flames because, again, it is very accelerated, begins very fast, and often begins in your twin flame's presence within that first physical meeting. And the reason I say physical meeting because I've answered some questions about this, and I'd like to talk more about the difference between what twin flames experience long distance versus that first physical meeting. The reason that physical encounter does bring about an intensification of some of these symptoms, such as the heart chakra symptom, is because in your twin flame's physical presence, you have a very physical aura. We each have one that extends 6 feet out of our body. And when your twin flame's aura touches your aura, there is an intensified energetic exchange, again, which is why many twin flames experience a true heart chakra activation right within their twin flame's presence when they are within 6 feet of their twin flame for the first time. So again, this can feel like a very overwhelming warmth, unconditional love that seems to touch every cell in your body. This, however, can also be experienced as a sudden outburst of emotion. You may suddenly feel so overwhelmed by this love energy that you may even want to cry when you first see your twin flame or when you're first in their presence. This again is because of this heart chakra awakening, because your heart is truly opening within their presence in a way it has never opened before. To fully understand the significance of this, I think we need to pause and talk about how your heart has been blocked off, why it needs to be opened in the first place. We are born with a heart that is wide open. As children, we are wide open. We are open to loving others, to feeling compassion. Many of us are very energetically sensitive as children, very capable of experiencing love for animals, for nature, for the people around us. But as we experience hurt and pain, especially in the form of loss, connected to a loss of a person through the death of someone that we love, or even just the loss of a relationship. Whether this is the way in which our parents could not fully show us love and we felt a perpetual loss of love and absence of love from our parents, or whether this was an absence of love in the form of a toxic relationship we experienced early on in adulthood or adolescence. When we had our early romantic, very formative romantic experiences in which we were betrayed, we were hurt, we were abandoned, or perhaps this person broke up with us or left us. Because of these experiences, we were taught on a very subconscious, energetic level that we had to set up these walls in order to protect ourselves that could be envisioned as literal physical walls around our heart, but that manifest themselves in very actual blockages in the heart chakra. We blocked ourselves off to both giving and receiving love because we felt that we could no longer trust the love that was coming to us. We weren't sure whether it was safe to either give love openly or to receive love openly, and so we cut ourselves off from love altogether. Then we go on in our lives with these blocks, feeling the symptoms of these heart blockages, things like chronic fatigue, things like feeling resentment or jealousy toward others, like toxic, negative patterns in our relationships, feelings of loneliness, lack of connection with others. These all can stem from heart chakra blockages. However, when we meet our twin flame and there is this sudden activation of this heart energy, this is often why in your twin flame's presence, you may feel as if even within that first meeting, even when they are still, by all definitions, a stranger to you, you will feel as if your walls are coming down instantly, like they instantly crash through these walls. The reason you describe it in that way is because energetically, this is exactly what is happening. The energy that is coming in through the heart center from your twin flame is quite literally breaking down these walls you have put up around your heart. And your twin flame is feeling this in the exact same way, which, by the way, is also what causes the runner-chaser dynamic to begin, because imagine that you had built up these walls around your heart and they had kept you safe from your ego's perspective within all your romantic relationships and even your platonic relationships for years. And then suddenly this person comes in. They activate your heart chakra, your heart center. You receive and send all of this sudden love energy. And as a result, these walls around your heart break down instantaneously. They are demolished. Oftentimes, we or our twin flame are not ready to be this vulnerable. We feel suddenly as if we are unprotected. So usually this is why twin flames initially will experience this deep connection, because for the first time in often years or even decades, the walls around their heart have been demolished, have come down. And so they are able to deeply connect unconditionally, beautifully with this other soul. However, very quickly, they realize the vulnerability, or I should say, their ego realizes the vulnerability of their situation. The ego realizes that the walls around their heart have all been destroyed and that they are once again opening themselves to being hurt. So ironically, they often become the ones, the vulnerable one, the one who is most afraid of being hurt, becomes the one that hurts the other first. They become the runner. The runner is truly usually the most vulnerable because they are the one who is most afraid of being hurt, who most feels the need to have these walls around themselves in the form of running away, of cutting off this other person before they are hurt. So I'm kind of getting off on a tangent here, but these are just some of the foundations I feel we need to understand when it comes to this twin flame heart chakra awakening and why it is so significant, why it has such a profound effect on us, and why it even leads into the runner-chaser dynamic. I do want to pause to say here that this is also why through the heart center, through all the chakras, but especially the heart center, we are able to do the most profound inner healing within our twin flame connection. And by doing this inner healing, we are also able to heal our twin flame and our connection more broadly, because again, our twin flame is our perfect energetic mirror. So any clearing of the chakras, especially the heart chakra, we do within ourselves will be experienced by our twin flame and will cause us to deepen our connection to them. One way to strengthen the heart chakra center, a very powerful way, is through meditation. And I especially recommend meditating with subliminals. As many of you know, and as I've said before, I have created a 7-chakra twin flame clearing subliminal designed to clear the blockages within all 7 chakras, including the heart chakra. And the reason I recommend this very comprehensive approach to twin flame chakra clearing rather than solely focusing on the heart chakra is that when we focus only upon one chakra center, what often happens is, because we are receiving energetic information through all the chakras, if we do not take a comprehensive approach, oftentimes we can clear one, but then that energy tends to flow through. Imagine that it can now flow openly through the opened chakra center, through the healed chakra, but now it can still get stuck in a different chakra, and it can still make us feel just as stuck, both individually and in our connection. So this subliminal is a very powerful way to clear your own energy field, your own chakras, and by doing that, to come into union with your twin flame. It is available in a spoken version as well as a subliminal version, and comes in 4 different background meditation sounds. And you can try out this subliminal completely free for 7 days when you create an account on my website, Sound and Soulful. So the link to this meditation will be in the description box as well as in the pinned comment. And I also want to pause and say thank you so much to all of you who've shared your incredibly positive experiences and shifts as a result of listening to the subliminal. And also just thank you for monetarily supporting my work here on this channel by being a member on my website. So besides meditation, what are some ways we can go about clearing the heart chakra? And by clearing our own heart chakra, allowing for a strengthening of that silver cord, that connection between us and our twin flame. One way is through physical bodily movement, such as either yoga or even just getting out, walking, exercising, moving your body in some way. When we are receiving all this new energy through any of the energetic centers, including the heart chakra, it is very important that we find some way to process it, to release it. And if we don't find a way to release it, it will find a way to release itself. Because oftentimes, something twin flames really experience is a sudden, even when they are alone, a sudden overwhelm of heart energy, either in the form of suddenly wanting to cry, suddenly feeling overwhelmed by a depth of emotion, suddenly feeling overwhelmed by love, just moved by this unconditional love for their twin flame, even in their absence. And what you are feeling in this moment is your body trying to process these heart energies, because again, they get very stuffed up within the heart center as we are trying to process this awakening, this heart activation. And if we don't find ways to process it ourselves through meditation, through subliminal healing, through movement, through yoga, through deep breathing, it will find a way to release itself, often in ways that may feel very invasive or even uncomfortable. Another way this heart energy will release itself during our heart chakra activation or opening is through very physical sensations that can sometimes be very uncomfortable. I find that twin flames, as a result of this heart chakra opening, will experience strange heart sensations even in the absence of their twin flame. These could be anything from heart palpitations, what are sometimes called heart flutters, which is like your heart kind of skipping a beat or racing for a second. You may even feel as if you're experiencing a panic attack because you suddenly receive all of this heart energy. If you ever experience a panic attack as a twin flame that feels as if it has no trigger, you aren't stressed, you may even be laying down experiencing no trigger or stress whatsoever, and suddenly your heart starts to race. This can be because of this heart chakra opening that is occurring all the time, not just in the physical presence of your twin flame, but even in their absence. And it truly is unpredictable when these signs or symptoms will happen, because this energy tends to, although it is working through us all the time, it tends to have an influxes randomly, sometimes depending on what our twin flame is feeling, sometimes depending on the ways in which we are blocking this energy within ourselves in the moment or allowing it to flow. It can depend on many different factors, but just know if you're experiencing any random heart chakra symptoms or even any random outbursts of emotion, deep soul level seeming emotion that just seems to well up within you, this very well could be coming from your heart chakra opening that was activated by your twin flame and is completely normal and natural. And you are not alone in this or on this journey. As I always say in this community, love is catching like wildfire. So please do leave a comment. Share your experiences with your own heart opening, heart chakra opening. Have you experienced any of these strange signs and symptoms? Have you experienced any symptoms that you believe are coming from the heart opening, from the heart chakra that I didn't mention in this video? I say this in every video, but there is so much more that could be said on this topic, but this video is already over 20 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and close it here. I am going to be working on a heart chakra activation clearing subliminal. Again, I do recommend the 7 chakra subliminal above all else because it does take a comprehensive approach to energy clearing. But I am going to make a subliminal you can use along with that if you are intensely experiencing this heart chakra opening, or you'd like to connect with your twin flame more deeply through the heart chakra. So that's just a little announcement for those of you who are members on my website, Sound and Soulful. Thank you so much for joining me here in this space on this podcast. I am so excited about this community we are building together. Happy New Year to each and every beautiful soul out there listening. Do subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.